actually, let me refresh. Ichino Doko. Look who's that. Nuclear Monster is live.
Maybe.
Yeah, you were cooking yesterday on the news.
Tuck! Tick! Tuck! Tick! Tuck!
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I'm still annoyed about this part. That's what I want to fix. Uh... that part. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty good. It's pretty freaking good. I'm leading up to it incorrectly, and that's what I'm trying to fix. And I'm trying to find ideas for a better lead up.
Jake, I'm gonna leave the call. I can listen on stream and hear the music and not hear myself
I'm not
or you
here.
twice.
That is fair. I will see you later. Because I was singing something in the shower, and it was a good idea for like a second bass line, not necessarily at the end, but something I could put over there at the start. Not at the start, but in the freaking the start of the second chorus. And I can't remember what I was singing, but it was a solid potential thing. It was okay. I might jog my memory if I just. Where it goes, you expect it more, but it happens once. I don't know what you mean. Is there like a timestamp for that, or like? All the instruments. tripping. Ignore me. Okay, okay, okay. It's all good, brother. Happens to the best of us. Happens to me a lot. Was that what I was singing in the shower? Bum 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 bum. I don't think that was it, but that's another idea. Doesn't make any sense. I'm pulling out the tuner. The tuner. Online tuner. Bum bum. Bum bum. No, that's wrong. Wait. What is going on? Okay, that's just Winter's. That's Winter's motif, though. Oh, I gotta try it, though. I gotta figure out what's going on. What is inside of my head? Default nothing, none. Earth, dirt, fertilizer, woods, wood, syrup, rock, stone, marble, ocean, water, salt, desert, sand, glass, medieval, copper, iron. Riches, quartz, gold, industrial, coal, diamond, production, oil, plastic, electricity, uranium, power. Oh, I see. Okay, like I don't know what you want from me. Do you want me to add pairs, or do you want me to change the pairs, or do you want me to add words to the pairs? Oh, are these good pairs? That's what you want. Okay. No, I don't think I don't agree with them necessarily. Oh, the first is common and the second is rare. Okay. Dirt fertilizer makes sense. Wood and syrup makes sense. Stone and marble makes sense. Ocean, water and salt. is fine. Uh, I don't think that. Yeah, salt water. The salt in the ocean is rarer than the water in the ocean, but it's like usually you only get physical blocks of salt when the ocean isn't there anymore, if that makes sense. And um like otherwise it's as common as the water. So that's a weird one. Uh and then for desert, sand and glass, that's just I just don't like that one. I just really don't like that one. I would have preferred it if you had said like sand and like cacti or something. And then for medieval, copper and iron, that's fine. That's fine. It's just those are like ores and minerals, which like I guess it would have been cooler if you had said like oh, these are all. Oh, by generators you mean like resource generators for your game. Okay. Yeah, all right, never mind then. Yeah. Um yeah, medieval has to stay as copper and iron. Or actually, for medieval I would prefer you'd say iron and oh, you can't do that actually. Frick. You can't do steel. All right, copper and iron it is, yeah. Um you can't do steel because technically steel wasn't like invented. It was just like they were just like putting a little bit more oxygen in the iron. So it was like half steel, so it doesn't count. Um Quartz and or more carbon dioxide or more carbon. I can't remember. Yeah, but it's something like that. Uh Quartz and gold for riches. That's interesting. Honestly, I would switch out the diamond from industrial. I would put coal or gold as the common one for riches, and then I would put diamond as the rare one, and then I would just throw away quartz. It's not happening. And then for industrial, we could do coal, and then we could also do freaking. The second one would have to be. The second one needs to be it has to be a resource. What's something that they used a lot of in the industrial? Gunpowder? Like no, because that's like almost predating that. That's like coal, diamond. It would have to be. I really don't like diamond there. I don't like it. It works technically, but it's annoying. Oil and plastic makes sense for production, yeah. And then electricity, uranium, and power. I mean, uranium is the rare one, so I don't know. I like, but power makes sense to be the last one. So that yeah, I can see the problem there. I just coal and something. Honestly, you could change it to steam and coal. But they're both pretty common in the industrial era. They're both common. So what are we doing here? I'm not checking chat, by the way. But coal is a diamond. Like they're basically the same. We can also just rename the comment category. The comment category. Yes, we can. Yeah. The common category. Oh, comment as in double slash. Yeah, okay. Uh, we could. I don't want to do that though because I like your comment categories. Frick. In. Oh, actually, I have a better idea. Instead of coal and diamond, do coal and steel. Let's put steel there. So medieval will be copper and iron, and then industrial will be coal and steel, and then, or no, industrial. Wait, did I say industrial? Okay, point is industrial, coal, steel, production, oil, and plastic. I'm perfectly fine with those. And then electricity, uranium, and power. But like, yeah, that one is up to you. I don't know what your plan is there. And riches, change it to. I would change it to gold and diamond. Yeah. You don't like power. Okay. Then, yeah, let's figure something out there. Uh, what is, I feel like uranium should be the rarest one. I guess it depends. I'm not solid on the electricity category either. I want uranium though. I would say uranium needs to be there. Yeah, I agree. I'm not solid on the electricity category. It's just gonna take a little bit of thinking. It's just gonna take some thinking to figure out what we do for electricity, or what we did for electricity. Um, it could be a fantasy thing. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it could be. It could be. But the rest of your categories aren't a fantasy thing, and so resorcium. It's just it subverts the expectations though because the rest of your things aren't fantasies. That's totally you totally can do that, and I think that would be cool in its own way. But like I'm over here looking at like what we did for electricity, like because I know that we Nikola Tesla making like inventing the freaking microwave and the light bulb. Or no, giving the idea for the the idea for the microwave, not the actual thing itself. Wait, did he do that? I might be tripping. Are in order of unlock and price, yeah, exactly. So I feel like we knew in like the electrical era, like uranium is like uranium in the electrical era is like 1920s, like, or not 1920s, but like 19. Okay, wait, no. The first. Okay, no. Okay, there was the first nuclear power plant. It was a tiny little thing, but I don't know where or when it was made. It was before the Manhattan Project, or it was during it. Oh, 1 second. I'm getting a call. I think that the final thing could just be special custom one. The categories are in order of unlock and price. Yeah, I mean, okay. The electricity, first nuclear power plant. 1954 Obninsk nuclear power plant. Okay. First nuclear power. It was a small experimental breeder reactor designed by the Argonne National Laboratory, sited in Idaho, USA, in 1951. Chicago Pile was the first on 1942. There we go. That's what I was looking for. The Chicago Pile. The first artificial nuclear reactor. The reason this is relevant is because before that means that before uranium could be the last one if the one before it is like still within the electrical era. But I'm going to be so real, I don't know what we were using for electricity. I don't know. Electricity resources. Yeah, but we already have oil. Like uranium is so unique to like the era we're talking about here. Oil, coal, natural gas. Geothermal. These are all boring things, though. Natural gas. I don't think that's worth doing things for. Yeah, I think you should I think you should just have uranium and then a custom one probably. Because there's other elements that we use in nuclear reactors like thorium and plutonium, but none of those, but it's all the same freaking, it's all nuclear reactor stuff. It's not, you need to have something new and different. So I think a final custom one would be probably the best move. Yeah. Resorcium. I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. Call it like Singularitum. Thank you so much. I do too. I'm really liking it as well. Can I do this? Oh yeah, yeah. It's definitely my favorite song, Brendan. I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely my favorite. That might be recency bias, but I think it is just there. I think that it's such a big project. Like, it can't not be your favorite. Yeah, exactly. Okay, sorry for the double negative, because he knew that would like mentally flashbang me. Too much brain power for Jake. No, it's part of the reason it is my favorite is because of how long it was and how much of a journey it was and how much I got to really like milk every like melody that I ever made for it. It feels like a complete song, so I enjoy. Like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. Ba, 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 ba. How does this sound? That's a better justification. It's getting better! It's getting better! Oh man, it's coming! Bro, and it's so, oh, I know that in game it's gonna be like, they're gonna be on like the freaking production stage, like, and they're gonna be like here, and they're gonna be like, wait, I gotta lock in, yeah. I think you should crescendo the intensity harder, slightly larger initial value and a larger slope. I feel like you're talking about, you're probably talking about this, or this. I like this a lot. I like the way we're starting this, because it's like you're in the freaking, like, you're stressed here. We're at 4 minutes and 5 seconds. Like, we are at the 4th minute, which is the perfect place to start really cramming intensity. And so and stress and cortisol in their freaking brain and their nervous system. So you get this part, which is like, like, you're on the clock, buddy. Like, just here's another reminder that it's like, it's gonna be time to punch out soon. But I'm not feeling more cortisol production from 4 to 4:30. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You're saying that the slope of cortisol production there is not there. Is that it's only more, but it's not any more than it was before. I see. I'm gonna keep working on this, because I want this to be, I want this to feel, to go a little harder. Can you tell I wanted this to be loud, chat? Can you tell I wanted this to be loud? Um... confused why that's not doing anything. Let's try that again. Why is that just not making any noise when it gets there? Maybe if I do this. What happens if... Ban him! Ban Willing Cubel! Willing Cubely. You're banned! Nice. Easy. Literally team comboed. Yeah, that's too different. I have to get rid of that. I might have to get rid of this too, honestly. I feel like I need to make this work without it. Oh, it makes me so happy. We go da 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 da, but then here we go ba ba da bum. There's an eighth note rest there, and so it's style points. I love it. It's the little things. It's the little things. Oh my god. I love it. I love how that sounds. Oh my god. Some variation. just the piano, and I feel great. I feel rejuvenated. Why is it out of tune, though? Doesn't make any sense. Why is it, wait, why is it wrong? Oh. It's kind of an annoying note to hit on. To hit the D flat on the next bar is so annoying. Oh. Oh. Something is bothering me. Something about that phrase is bothering me. Bum, ba-da-da-da-dum. B flat, C, D flat. F, G, E flat, C. And that's the disharmony. I'm curious. It doesn't seem to have a problem with that because that's almost a filler note. Because it's only the last quarter note of the bar and it's after these two. So it's like, it's more acceptable. Even though that is a disharmony, it's actually okay. Makes it more interesting. But adding the harp seems to be an unwise maneuver. G, A flat. I don't think that's appropriate, actually. Okay, this is going to be really hard to do, actually. It's going to be really hard to figure out. I say we do something like this. And on this bar, it's piano. And then that gives me an idea, actually. Just realized I can do this. But then after that, it rises back up again. But only to here. And only up to mezzo piano. And then here we're going to do Agagic attacks. Wow, that's way too quiet. Okay. Back up to mezzo forte. And then on this note, we come down to piano. And then this, I want it to only go down to mezzo piano. That's beautiful. Let me put that in the harp section too. And the accordion. And the guitar. And the electric guitar. But quieter. Quiet, 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 quiet. Piano. And the harmonica. No, incorrect, incorrect, incorrect. For some reason, why is that piano? That is just not piano. That is just not piano. Okay, I know what's happening. It thinks it's mezzo forte. It thinks it's mezzo forte. Frick. Oh, because it's because of the Agagic attacks. Yeah, okay, we don't need those. up and then down and then up and then down. Mezzo piano, forte, actually, down to mezzo piano. Okay. That's a little bit too much variation in volume. Okay, no, we keep this the same. We keep it stagnant. Okay, maybe, okay, I think we're tripping a little bit. I think I know what I want. We want it to come down. To mezzo piano. But like, it's like hidden away. Yeah. It's hidden away. We want to put that here, but we don't want it to be mezzo piano. We want it to be a Gogic. Want to put it here, not mezzo piano, a Gogic. We want it in the accordion part. Alone, the accordion would sound wrong here, but that's why it's not alone. I actually don't think the accordion should be a Gogic, and I don't even think it should get the benefit of the half note either. I don't even think anybody should get the benefit of the half note. I think that one should stand alone. I want to see if I listen to the entire second chorus again, if that part bothers me. I'm pretty sure this part bothers me too, but... I don't really have a problem with that. I actually am down to leave a little silence there. More epic ending. Okay, in my mind, this is all done. Like, everything here is done. It's just the only thing I still have questions about is this. Okay, from the top, while I go do something. GG. Okay, final questions. This part. That is 8 bars. Or no. Yes, 8 bars. 8 bars! Where I'm like, that could use some work. After that, the song is done. I don't care anymore. But these 8 bars, I would like to fix. Do baba do. Do baba do. What? What? That's the normal freaking sequence. What? Oh, I just didn't change that one. Okay. That's wrong, because here it's happy. It's happy into serious. It doesn't make sense to have a random happy chord here and then serious, but coming from, what is this, like, depressed? I mean, it's not depressed. That's a strong word. But, like, Bum 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 ba-dum. Da-da-da. Yeah, it gives me the impression. It gives me the impression that it's depressed. Not a bad chord, actually. We might be able to make that work somehow. Not even a bad chord. We just have to change this. What? Oh, it's because we're playing that in the accordion part. So, okay. Yeah, so it is just better if we do this. That's a good chord. We can do something with that. Genuinely. What is the goodness of that chord? F, A flat. It's A flat, F, sorry. No, this is all A flat, F. So the only thing special is... Okay, because we're going from C to A flat here. So it's just the accordion and the trumpet that are carrying that, and the harmonica. Yeah, exactly. So if we have 3 parts that are on the other note of the chord, then yeah. But that means we have to fix the chord itself, because we're on the D flat here, and we need to be on the C. Or we need to be harmonious with a C, so that's why half a step it sounds dissonant. So we either have to go up or down, either below or above C. I don't think we should go below C. So let's try E flat. That's where we're coming from, which is why I'm slightly concerned. A little bit. What does that sound like? I don't like that. What are we doing here? It's just C and A flat though. I gotta go check a piano. Virtual insanity is what we're living in. Virtual piano. C is here. So that's like a whole step. It's 2 whole steps down. 2 whole steps. An A flat to F. Is 1.5 steps. So we should be aiming for, if that's a C, then we should be aiming to go, I mean, we should still want it to be higher. I want it to be probably around 2 steps higher. 1. Yeah, we don't have a note for that because we're not in the right key. The best we can do is 2.5 up to the F. And then here, we're on a B flat. And we want to be like 1.5 steps above that. So what we want is half a step, half a step. So like whole step, half a step. We want to be on the D flat if possible. Additionally, we want to have that's an F. We're never even using an F, not even once in the whole place. What happens if we use an E flat for our bass line here? It's not really a bass line. Let's do the game economy, and I really don't want to. Well, if it doesn't get... Let's go, Brendan. That game economy is not going to economy itself. We could unironically make an entire stream. What does that mean? You trying to say that we're the goats at streaming, at entertaining an audience? An entire stream about the economy. Okay, okay, well, yeah. You got to start now then. I know that's the last thing you want to hear. Better start now. The host role is just to identify me. Because back in the day on Kit PvP 4, when I had a Discord server and a community that Cian and Kylan were a part of, everybody referred to me as the host because that's just what you refer to people as in Minecraft, like mock PS4 Minecraft servers. So that's just what you refer to the host of the world as, and so that's like where I came from. So it'd be nice. Does it have to be all caps? No, it's just because Nuclear Monstar is all caps. Doesn't have to be. You can't modify that role, not the other two. I think you can modify that role, but not the other two. Okay, I have no idea why that's the case. I have no idea why that would be the way it is. I have to turn on my ringer now in case I get called. The stream is going to end literally any second. Host role to the top of the role list and put admin under it? Yeah, I can. Server settings. Roles. Oops. There we go. Admin. So to emphasize not escaping. It's so fire, chat! Did I save the settings? When I did that. Okay, I did, yeah. There are upcoming changes to messaging permissions. It's so fire. Add admin to the admin category, please. For some reason, I can't do my highest roll. Never mind, it's auto, I think, unless you did it. I'm pretty sure I did when I first made admin. I'm pretty sure I gave you admin. Within admin. No, not that lol. Was a text channel thing. Oh, category is in. Oh, okay, that's my bad. How the hell do I get through these 8 bars? How the hell do I get through these 8 bars without cringing myself? Without cringing. A VIP role so you can have a VIP VC for whenever you stream? Thanks. Yes, I am absolutely chill with that. VIP is nice. It is a little bit like elitist in terms of like friends and stuff, but I do actually want one because I want something to separate the longtime friends from the I just met you. So yeah. Unless by VIP you mean like donations, but that's fine too. I don't really care. I don't mind if I have both or only one. It's whatever. Yeah, like for okay, solid, yeah. I'm very much on board with that. I would want that 100%. It's 5:50. Like, I don't know when I'm gonna get the call, is the thing. Like, am I supposed to be at the place at 6 or like, no, he's gonna call me because it's always inconsistent. That's why he said he wanted me to be reachable. That makes more sense. I need you to make the server a community server. Alright. On this path. You will. Find a way. I don't know how to make it a community server. I'm gonna look that up right now. How to remove ball hairs. How to make Discord server a community server. There we go. Must have been the wind. Enable community. Okay. I agree and understand. Finish setup. Bang! That's it. I'll see y'all later. I must end the stream. Probably not going to restart the stream tonight. Good night.